guys, welcome back to our farm. And the last time we were here, I was walking you through the property and also walking you through our reasons for reclaiming our identity through the soil. And honestly, I do appreciate the feedback that you have given us about this property, and it's such a beautiful joy to just encounter, just coming back to the village after so many years in the city. So I really do appreciate you guys for the amazing support that you have shown us and that you are showing this farm. That is not something I take for granted. So I also did promise that I would bring you an episode on boreholes, the water tower and the solar, and just seeing ours come to life is such an amazing experience, guys. I'm looking at it and I can't believe we finally have a borehole, a water tower and a solar system when it comes to the borehole. So I want to bring you an amazing person who did the borehole for us and the water tower. He also did this whole perimeter wall for us and the gate, so that he can be able to walk us through the do's and don'ts of making a great borehole, and also some of the mistakes that you need to avoid so that you don't keep just incurring cost and cost. So I can't wait for you to listen in, and I hope you learn a lot. Later on, of course, we are going to have a Kambuzi with the amazing team that has been able to do this borehole and the water tower, because the best part about the farm is that you always get to sit together and have something together as a sign of saying thank you. So watch this episode and I hope you learn a thing or two on doing a borehole and doing it the right way. Sawa sawa. Alfred,
yes.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Lynn.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Hey, by the way, Happy New Year.
Tutaacha kusema Happy New Year Lynn in March.
and end of Valentine.
End of Valentine.
Yes.
Yes, it's so good to have you here.
Yes.
I'm always coming to your properties.
Yes.
I'm always at Konza showcasing your beautiful properties. But today, I've invited you here at our property, and it's not the first time. I know you've been here and you will tell our audience, but it's such an amazing moment to have you here with me. We love you, we appreciate you, and we've been through an amazing partnership, and I couldn't find another person to walk us through this journey, the perimeter wall, the borehole. Even as we were strategizing, my mind just thought about you, right? So it's such an amazing moment to have you here with us, but I don't want to assume everyone knows us or everyone knows you. So maybe you want to introduce yourself and remind our audience who you are and what you do.
Thank you so much, Lynn.
Yes.
Of course, my name is Alfred Bahati. I call myself a servant from the first show up to now. I'm still a servant, and I'm very grateful to be working for everybody who calls in and wants our services, and we are always ready to give them the best that we can give and be as honest as we can, because of course a lot of people, or everyone who invest with us, they work very hard, and every amount of money that they invest in must translate to their hard work.
Yes. Lynn and Hekalu, we've done 3 beautiful projects together, and
Yes.
I think you are one of the people that really inspired us to kickstart this journey and take our property seriously. And given that the theme of this year is reclaiming our identity through the soil, could you please tell us what that means to you and why the soil is so important to us?
The soil is very important to us as a nation and as a people, because of course everything lies on the ground.
Yes.
For me, one thing that I really love doing is farming. And to see people going back to our roots and reinvesting back to growing their own food, not the GMO food,
Yes.
having sustainability of water, and having a land where you can farm is a joy to see that we are living the dream.
Yes.
So I'm very happy that we are able to get people pieces of land where they can do farming and they can do irrigation with sustainable water. Of course, it rains in Kenya, but of course, when you're doing a lot of farming, you do not expect the rain to be enough through and through. But of course, when you have some surplus of water and enough water, where you can farm all year round.
Yes.
So that's what I love to see people do. And I thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to serve you.
Yes.
And maybe you can tell us how.
I mean, I'm enjoying it.
Yes.
As you can see, we are really enjoying the process. Last time we were here, we were taking people through the whole journey.
Yes.
And why we intentionally decided that we are coming back to this property.
Yes.
You know, before we even really thought about it, this property has been around for almost 3 years now.
Yes, yes.
Actually, this is the 4th year. And we looked at ourselves and we said, why do we need to have it there for prospects, right?
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, as much as we want to use a property for prospects, it's very important for us to go back home and utilize it as much as possible.
Yeah.
And then, as I said, we encountered you. I know you are such an amazing farmer, and you kept challenging us. You tell us, Lynn, you know me, I have beans, I have watermelon, and we were like, why are we letting our property lay idle instead of doing something very constructive with it? So I really appreciate you for the challenge.
Yes.
And the reason why I really wanted you to do our borehole, it's because it wasn't just accidental. I've seen you putting boreholes in every property that we have sold to our audience, right?
Yes.
And maybe people just know you as Alfred who sell land, but they don't know you also do boreholes, right? So maybe could you walk us through that and why it has also been very important for you to put boreholes in every of your property?
Thank you for that question.
Yeah.
Because one thing that I know is that water sustainability is an amazing thing.
Yeah.
In every farm, in every homestead, in every household. And in fact, when you're turning your face into the side of farming, then you need adequate amount of water. And that's one thing that because we do land, and when we sell land, we want to give people a sustainable water supply.
Yes.
So that at least they can do whatever they have to do, not just expect the rains. And this is very clean water. It's never contaminated. It's so when you do a borehole, it goes, most boreholes go to up to over 150 meters. So you can imagine it's never contaminated from above.
Yes.
And that's one thing that we love to do in every project that we have, because we want to give people adequate amount of water. They can do in their small way. They can start their farming from just even a plot or 2 plots. You can start from there, and then you can build up from there. I like what you said. When you bought this land, you bought it because you maybe you didn't even have the idea to farm.
Yes.
But you see, God gives you the first step, and then the rest unfolds. Now, all that, now it's not for prospects, it's not for you to wait and sell later. Now you've seen that there's a lot that you can do with this land. There's a lot that this land can give back.
Yes.
There's a lot of food that you can grow from this. And I like that turnaround.
Yeah.
Because you started with faith. And a lot of people who've bought land from us, they also bought land with faith. Slowly, because you have payment plans, or now you buy the land, we give you a time frame where you are able to buy land easily without pressure from where you are. So when you come back home, if you're not in Kenya, you have a place where you can start off, and you have a place where you can build up your home.
Yes.
You have a place where you can do your farming, you can grow your food, and you know in Kenya the weather is very good for farming.
Good.
Yes.
Let's get into the borehole, because I did promise an entire episode on borehole.
Yes.
You know me, I've been able to witness this from a first-person perspective.
Yes.
I thought it's just easy. You know, you just come, you dig, and then there's water, and then you start doing whatever you want to do, right?
Yes.
So maybe using our borehole as an example, could you please take us through the whole borehole journey, so that if someone is watching and they are intending to put one, they know where to start, right? And some of the most common mistakes that people make, and some of the mistakes that they can also be able to avoid, because you know you are the pro when it comes to boreholes as well. So could you take us through the A to Z of having a good borehole, and then I'll follow it up with a couple of questions or 2 more.
Yes. Number 1, and I'll start with the first mistake that people do.
Yes.
Is that you want to drill water, you don't do a survey. Then you drill water, you get to so many meters, you get water, that's okay. But there's no guarantee of that borehole not drying up, because you've not done a survey to get where the exactly where the aquifer is. You have to get the aquifers, you have to get the readings.
What's the aquifer?
Aquifer, so there's the way water travels underground.
Yes.
And the way it travels underground, it travels through cracks, water rocks underground. So there is rocks that produce just a small amount of water, and there is rocks that produce a lot of water.
Yes.
So when you do the survey is able to tell you where the aquifer is.
Okay.
Which side has more water than the other.
Yes.
So that's the first thing. We do a survey, a geological survey, with a qualified person, geologist who comes with the latest machine. They place it on your ground, they run it from spot to spot until they find where it's the best spot for you to drill.
Okay.
Once they do that, then that's the first step. You know, this is the spot, then you mark it, and then now the rigs come. So we have rigs which come to the farm and now drill to the desired depth of water.
Yes.
So each farm is very different. Number two, every person that calls me for boreholes, they ask me, Alfred, how much would my borehole cost? Every borehole is different because other people want to, other boreholes are shallow, other people are more deep.
Yes.
Other boreholes are very hard to drill. Reason why, the formation of the soil sometimes is different. The formation of the soil is very different. Sometimes you drill a borehole that can take 2 days or 3 days, sometimes weeks, because the soil is collapsing inside. So it's a different formation, every borehole has a different soil formation.
Okay.
So there is no one quotation for all boreholes.
Yes.
So when you ask, we first come do a survey, we measure, we do the geological report for you, you get to see all the aquifers, and then we move in.
All right.
Yes.
So now moving in means bringing in the rigs and then digging and digging and digging.
Yes.
Maybe, for example, just so I know, our soil, is it hard? Is it easy? Is it terrible? Is it amazing? How was the borehole process like for you in terms of, would you say our ground is complicated? Or don't lie to me, just tell me the truth.
So yeah, your ground is very good.
Okay.
But up to 70 meters,
Yes.
we had to do casings. Every time we drill, that's why we stayed for about 6 days, drilling it, 5 days. So we went down, and every time we go down, we case it.
What is casing?
Casing is preventing it from collapsing.
Oh.
We do casing, the 12 millimeter casing outside.
Yes.
Then we go lower and lower casing so that we can stop the soil from collapsing inside.
Back again.
Yeah. So we drill, and then that gave us a lot of challenge. And then up to maybe 60, there was a lot of clay. 60 meters, a lot of clay. That also gave us a lot of challenge, but we still managed because we cased up to there, and then now from there we got a stable formation.
Okay.
Where we were able to go lower easily and swiftly.
All right.
Yes.
So one of the things that I have noticed, my assumption was after the rigs come and you drill, I don't know, for some reason I need to start seeing water. I remember the traditional wells, right?
Yes, yes.
Where you would be able to dig and then you see water and then you start taking water from the well.
Yeah.
But I realized this is like a very small hole.
Yes.
Not like super small, but it's not like something you'll be able to see water down there, right?
Yes, yes.
So what's the difference with that and a traditional well?
The other well is very shallow. Most of them are about 60 feet, 60 to 70 feet.
Yes. Ours is?
This is about 200 meters.
Wow.
That's about 460
feet. Oh, wow. Okay.
460 feet.
Yes.
That's a very deep borehole.
Okay.
It's not very deep because the others go up to 350.
Yes.
But that's a deep borehole. So this is very different because this one you cannot throw a bucket.
Okay.
But once you case it and then you put the case cap, if you throw a stone, you'll still hear the same as the one, the traditional one.
Yes.
Water will the stone will drop, but you'll wait for about 3 minutes.
Yes.
Or 4.
All right.
By the time you hear the stone drop into the water. So it's the same, but the water, most people think that when you drill a borehole, you get a large amount of water under there.
Yes.
And then it splashes up. No.
Oh, okay.
No, the water comes from the aquifers that I was talking about.
Yes.
Then comes into the borehole. So now the faster the aquifers are discharging into your borehole, the more water you have.
Okay.
Of course, when it rains more in your area, you might find that the aquifers are recharging very fast.
Yes.
But if doesn't rain a lot, of course you find still water, but the aquifers will charge, but not very fast.
Okay.
But you still get the same amount of water.
Yeah.
But you wait about you can pump after 8 hours. You put a pump that is able to pump without draining
Yes.
the entire water.
All right.
So we work with the pump. The way your ball is charging in the way we put the pump. So the amount of water determines the size of the pump that we put under there.
Okay.
Yes.
So another question I see people struggling with is, given that there is a lot of conversation on boreholes and how dangerous some of them can be, right?
Yes.
So how do I know my area is a safe zone for me to be able to do a borehole without also affecting the environment around me?
One thing is that before even we drill a borehole, we go through the legal process. We apply from NEMA and Water Resource Management
Yes.
for them to give us approval. Once they give us approval for that area and release the water, before even consumption, we take the water for testing to the government lab.
Okay.
To say that that water is usable.
Is safe.
For people to use and domestic animals. Yes.
Okay.
The other areas when we go drill, even that water is not safe for plants. Yes.
So you have to tell that to your client from the word go.
We drill, but you will not know the quality of water until you drill.
Until you drill.
You have to drill first.
Yes.
So that once you drill, you get the samples to the lab.
Yeah.
Then the lab will tell you if by bad luck the water is not sufficient for use, or it's not good quality water for use, then of course you can't even use it. You will just close it and say it's a loss, but what can you do?
Yeah.
It's not up to
Okay.
you.
So which means that approvals are very, very important, because that is them telling you this is a safe space for you to put up a borehole.
Yeah.
Are there areas where they would restrict and say, we've had so many boreholes, we can't do more boreholes?
Yes. It's required that a borehole should be apart by 100 meters. That's the requirement, at least 100 meters, because if you drill very close, they drain water for each other. But of course, even warmer, they will not allow you to have a borehole next to each other unless you are doing it in by using your back door. So it has to be at least over 100 meters for you to be approved to do another borehole. So when our surveyor comes, they also have to do coordinates to see the nearest borehole next to that one. And if it's also required, it's allowed for it to go there.
Okay.
Yes.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Maybe before we move to the tower, there's something I had my partner mentioning. We are doing now the water tower and solarization, right? I'm learning these things. I'm telling you, by the time I'm done with this farm, mi mtakuwa CS agriculture. But another thing I hear people saying is, I heard ours is 10 cubic, something like that, right?
Yes.
But the one we did at Penwell Garden is 18?
It's 20.
It's 20.
Yes.
So you have twice ours. So
because
what?
we are many.
Because
God knows what to give.
hey, God knows where to give.
Yeah.
But where does that difference come from? Is it? Could you walk us through the cubic? What does that mean exactly?
The cubic, it's not determinant. I think I will not base it on any fact that this area has more than the other.
Yes.
It's just when you measure, the aquifers are giving more water than other areas.
Okay.
Yeah. So in Penwell, we also have boreholes that are there that are giving less.
Yes.
It's just the spot that we got that happened to give more.
More.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. That it's good. It's important.
It's
to
the spot
note.
that we got.
Yes.
That we gave a lot of water.
Yeah.
That eventually turned out to be 20 cubic. Yes.
Good. I think that's the most water I've ever seen anywhere. Maybe before we now move into the tower, cubic. Now when we say cubic, what exactly is that? Today I'm going to ask all the layman's question, because I know so many people are seeking understanding. So what exactly is that?
So when you say cubic, we go to now back to the class.
Yes.
So half a liter of milk, 1 liter of water,
Yes.
1 liter of whatever. So 1,000 liters of water makes 1 cubic.
Yeah.
So 1 cubic.
Oh.
So when you say 10 when you say your borehole is discharging 10 cubic, it means in 1 hour is discharging 10 cubics, 10,000 liters. Yes.
So our borehole,
Yes.
because it's 10 cubic,
Yes.
every hour we have 10,000
You have
liters.
10,000 liters.
That's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water.
That's actually a lot of water.
Yes.
So Penuel has 20 cubic,
20 cubic.
meaning you are getting 20,000 liters
Per hour.
Per hour.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So if someone now comes and tells you your borehole is 5 cubic, now you are able to know how much water you are going to get. And now that's 5,000 liters per hour.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And one thing I want to tell people, don't be discouraged if yours is 2. That's 2,000 liters 1 hour.
Yes.
I have farmed my borehole was 2 cubics per hour, and I've used it since 2009 up to now.
To farm.
To farm.
And what's the size
and
maybe?
To give neighbors.
Yeah, the community.
To give the community water for free. They draw water every day. We water our grass, we water our oranges, we water our farm, we water our animals, and still we have enough water.
So like,
and that's 2 cubic.
So like now, hypothetically speaking, even if this land is maybe 10 acres,
yes,
you are saying 2 cubic would also have been okay.
My land is 10 acres.
Oh,
yes, my farm is 10 acres.
The one you are farming
with only 2 cubic.
So that's 2,000 liters an hour. And you still give it to the community.
And community still takes. And this has been over 10 years.
Yes.
So you can imagine. And every time we go and service it, it still takes 2 cubic because we followed the right procedure. We did the survey, we did the application, we did the test pumping to know everything, all the details. But some people, you drill, and then after 1 year, it's dry because you are following shortcuts.
Okay.
When you follow shortcuts, you suffer midway.
Like what shortcuts are we talking about?
Just because your neighbor has water, you think you can also just say it's along this line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you start digging without
the
proper...
and then, or you use unqualified people to do the survey for you. Because everybody, even now, there are doctors that are not qualified and they're treating. So you can have a geologist person coming to do that and they're not qualified.
Yes.
And then they give you wrong information.
So easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So no shortcuts.
No shortcuts.
All right. However, for example, if you are doing a borehole for someone and they are not able to completely pay fully, ours you dug in 5 days, right?
Yes.
So maybe if we were not able to really pay fully and we are like, just dig penye 300 itafikisha, then we will continue when we get some money.
Yes.
What are the cons when it comes to digging and then stopping, digging and stopping, digging and stopping?
When we move to site, it's better that we finish the first stage, which is drilling.
Yes.
So when we come, we will have given you the quotation. So we will drill all the way, you finish, and then the rigs go. Then now you can wait to equip it. And equipping is now putting all the pipes inside and the pump and everything else. So you can equip it without even solatizing it.
Yes.
So the pump will go down and the pipes up to ground. That's number 2. And then number 3 is now putting the solar panels or to the power.
Good.
Yes.
And I think you've brought me right to my next question, the pipes. When I was seeing the pipe that has been put inside ours, I was like, man, this is something else. Could you walk us through that process, how you are able now to pipe all the way to the water going to the tower, and then now that water being able to pump the rest of your farm?
Yes. So first thing, if your borehole, the pump is put up to 70% of the borehole depth, not 100%. So you have this all the way up, and then you have this 30% underground.
Yes.
So that you don't out pump or go all the way to the mud to come to the tank. And then now the water tower, it depends. There are people who don't want the water tower. They just want it on the ground.
Yes.
So you just go to the ground or all the way to the water tower. If, of course, you want pressure from the water tower to go everywhere in your farm, then you have to use the water tower.
Why?
For pressure.
How?
From up, the water has to drop down.
Yes.
That is using gravity and then runs to your farm everywhere.
All right.
Yes.
So if you want it to pump quickly, a water tower is necessary.
Not to pump quickly.
Yes.
Once you pump it up, then there's no any other cost to distribute it into your land.
Oh.
That's why you need the water tower.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you have houses, the water tower should go above the houses, so that you don't have any other cost of using another pump to pump into any other tank. So through gravity, the water will flow into the specific areas that you want it to go.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting, because I
Yes.
think that's one of the things you've answered. I was like, why is it so tall, man? Why could it not just be here and the water tanks here? Why does it have to be this tall?
And reason why, and I'm explain to you, because we discussed with you, and you want to do drip irrigation.
Yes.
And the drip irrigation pipes are very small. For you to have that enough pressure go to every corner, has to be towered, so that it will fit into that drip with pressure and go everywhere, without any plant lacking sufficient water.
Okay, so I know as we are doing solar, but electricity can also work. And
Yes.
what is also the advantage of also doing the solar, going the solar way?
Going the solar way is expensive. Going the electric way is cheap, but you continue with the bill. So eventually, you'll catch up with the amount that we used to solarize your borehole, and then continue. But for you who's put solar, that's one time spending.
Yes.
So that when the sun is up to 4 p.m., 5 p.m., you still have water. When the sun goes down, your borehole shuts. And then again, tomorrow again. And then again, tomorrow, at no cost.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient.
And you also cut on cost.
No cost, no power, blackouts. There's no day that you'll wake up and say, there's no power today, there's no water today. As long as the sign has risen, you'll have water.
Good.
Yes.
Let's talk about the tanks, because I feel like this is also another area people would love to know more on. Do we have good tanks and bad tanks, right? And how long can those tanks serve us, and how do we clean them?
Those tanks can really give you service.
Yes.
Now, I have told you that, because I have talked from experience.
Yes.
From mine, I bought a tank that has lasted now since 2009 with no issues, because it was coated inside to make them maybe stronger, or from the UV going directly. The ones that are not coated, when they don't have water, they tend to have cracks very fast. Yeah, but the ones that are coated inside, they tend to last longer than the ones that are not coated.
Yes.
Yes.
When I was growing up in the village, we used to have days when me and our grandpa would clean our tanks, right?
Yes.
You empty, you clean,
Yeah.
and then now you start again. Do we have to do that with
Yes,
this?
over time. You have to clean, because of course when you pump, there's a lot of impurities going into the tank. So, and then you can see they have a large entry where you can get in,
Yes.
clean, and then once you clean, the first maybe 30 minutes water that gets in, you open and then it runs down,
Yeah.
and then you continue putting fresh water.
So it's not as complicated.
Yeah, it's not as complicated. It's
All
an
right.
easy
Yes.
way to do it.
Maybe before I let you go, I have to ask you this question, because some people would also want to understand the commercial part of having a borehole, right? So maybe using us as an example, because I see people selling water with water bowsers in places where water is limited. Am I allowed legally now to own a water bowser and start selling water? Ama, can I also sell this water? Can I now go get a water bowser, start distributing water, or what limits are there?
Okay, so the first thing is that that's a business.
Yes.
You have to be registered to sell water.
Of course.
And then your water has already been tested that is safe for people to use. And then you know that your borehole has a meter. You know that meter you pay to the water management. You pay. Every time they come to your borehole and do the reading, you pay them. The
Haya,
amount of-
maji saizi yangu tu.
No. This water still belongs to the government.
Si nimechimba. Si nimechimba.
It's your water, but that's why they have to approve you. It's your land.
Yes.
Why do they have to approve you?
Si ni natural resources God given.
You should have just brought the rigs and drilled.
Yes, yes, why not?
Without approval.
Why? Okay, no, I'm not going to encourage that way, but so hiyo mita iko hapo ni because I still need to pay back.
You still have to pay, but it's not as much as if they're supplying you.
Yes.
So it's they charge you, but not so much.
Oh, really?
It's just for you using that resource, And then they also allow you for the community, because not everybody is going to drill a borehole for them to use that water. But of course, they can't use it for free because there are cost implications.
Yes.
If that borehole breaks down, you need to fix it. And if you have to fix it, you have to use money. So if you give them water for free, that means you've given them, yes, but when it breaks, you go to your pocket and service the borehole.
Yes.
And after every long, maybe 3 years or 4 years, you need to again to service the borehole. You have to pull it out, check everything is okay, and then take it back.
Oh, there's a law.
No.
Oh.
It's just for you because you don't want it to break down
Yes.
midway when you're farming and your crops dry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So
for
you
for the
encourage
farm
people
owner
to service.
to service the borehole.
Okay.
Don't just put the pump and then forget about it.
Yes.
Time and time, you need to pull it out. Sometimes even from the solar borehole installed, when there's a lot of thunderstorms, they short the motor. They short the motor underground. So sometimes it has to be pulled out, and that's just by bad luck. So these things happen. So with all that considered, and the neighbors are using your water, you have to charge them. You have to agree how much. It's up to you. How much do you want to charge? If you have a water bowser, what's the market rate
Yes.
for everybody? You can't be above everyone. And then you have an advantage if your water is even more treated. If you treat it and it becomes now fresh water, it's going to be even more expensive.
All right. And also maybe back to the solar. How do I know this solar is enough to pump my pipes or my borehole? Ama do I just go get to 2 panels, put them there on top, and also expect it to be effective?
No. That's why we do the test pumping.
Yes.
To know the size of the pump and to know the number of panels that will be needed for that borehole.
Even that you need to test.
Yes.
All right.
You have to do the test pumping for the water. So now it's 10 cubic. What pump are you going to use? I'm going to use this size of a pump. So how many panels do I need to use from where I'm going to place my pump to come to the water tower? This number of panels.
All right.
Yes.
So kila kitu ni mathematics.
Everything ni hesabu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hakuna shortcut.
No.
Hey, we found X.
Yes.
We found X. But, you know, this journey has been absolutely incredible. I think for me, the highlight is seeing water in this farm and also knowing God blessed us with a spot where we can be able to get enough water. As you've said, it's not everywhere that people experience such lack. Sometimes you might be anticipating there is water. I know there are areas where when you chimba it steams, so I don't take it for granted that, you know, we have water in this place, and I'm anticipating to see how it turns out. I think it's always important. Maybe not for me thinking, because those are my personal reasons, but for you, why do you think water is one of the most important things you should start with if you are considering such move?
So we are here in 2026. In the next 3 years, 2029,
yes,
you'll be amazed by the change that you'll see in this farm.
Thank you.
You see the difference. You will see, as long as you do the right thing, you test your soil, you see what is needed, the amount of water, the crops that you need to plant here. In the next 3 years, you see a very big difference.
Yes.
Because of just that water tower and the borehole itself. And one thing I know is that I can see the way you are determined, and the way you started by fencing first, securing your slot.
Yes.
We did the job for you. We put the razors for you. We put the posts for you. Put a gate for you. So you know that animals, small animals like goats and whatever and rabbits, cannot cross over to eat what you've planted.
Yes.
So meaning nothing will regress you, like take you back.
Yes.
You know, when you start and then you go back again. Because if animals come in here and eat all that you've planted, then you see there's never be change.
Progress.
No progress. But once you have the fence ready and the gate ready and the water tower, you start planting, is all good to go.
People really loved the fence. You saw that on the comment section, right? They loved the fence. They loved the gate. They loved how neatly it was done. And I don't take that for granted. You really did an amazing, you and your team did an amazing job for us, you know. And maybe now taking this opportunity, because again, as I said, people know you more for land. They know you more for our Konza projects, you know, all our pieces of property, pieces of land that we are selling. Could you maybe remind them that you also actually do boreholes,
Yeah.
you do fences,
Yes.
you build houses for people.
Yes.
So take maybe this opportunity to also remind them what you do and also remind them of other properties that we have. And I know we're in 2026 and a lot of people really invested with us last year. What do you want to say to them as well?
So before we go there,
Yes.
I just want to touch on something that you forgot.
Yes.
The water tower.
Yeah.
The water tower, a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
in Kenya, they say, I know somebody who does.
Yeah.
I know somebody. I'll refer you to somebody who does water
Mm-hmm,
tower.
mm-hmm.
Okay, they do it for you. They put the tanks up, they put the solar panels up, and then everything is set, and then you pump the water. And then in like a flash of minute, everything has come down.
Yes.
The solar panels, the water tower, and the tank, everything to the ground, busted. Because you're using people who don't know how to structure things. So when you're doing a water tower like that one, you have to use professionals who know what exactly they're doing.
Yes.
So many people I have gone to redo their water towers because the panels are broken. 2 water tanks that cost so much, broken. All that metal is into shutters. It's a big loss. So just use the professionals from the borehole to the water tower so that you don't keep on spending in a lot.
Yes.
Now we go into what I do,
Yeah.
the land.
Yes.
I know you've seen how much this project has costed you.
Yeah.
The fence, the borehole, the gate. People who buy from us, they find those things ready.
Yeah. Can I just say that's one of the things I was like, man, why is this not Konza, man? Fence ingekuwa, maji ingekuwa,
Yeah.
stima.
Yes.
Mpaka stima.
Yes.
But let me not go on.
It costs an arm and a leg to do these things.
Hey.
It's not cheap. It's not cheap. So when you hear about, so many people come in, how much, like averagely, to drill a borehole. And when they hear, they're like, what?
Yes.
You know, we do that for you. In every of our projects, we've done that for you. So when you come, you just plug into the water line. You have the fence, the outside perimeter fence of whatever you want to do. You just get in and plug in. So that's another advantage to our clients. When you move in into Hekalu properties, we got you sorted. You won't have to suffer for water until maybe, I don't know when.
Yeah.
But we have you sorted, you have your water, you have your fence, you have your gate.
And
It's
the
for-
roads.
And the roads.
Oy.
It's just for you to move in and start doing whatever you have to do.
Yes.
And we have people who can help you do whatever you want to do in your farm. If you want to build a house for, we will walk you through every stage, slowly and phase by phase,
Yes.
until you achieve what you want into your small or big piece of land.
From me to you, just to thank you for the incredible journey that we have had. You know, it gives me great joy when I come to Konza and I meet our clients who have purchased their pieces of properties there. And as you are saying, Konza is such an amazing place to invest right now. Every time we go around Konza city, the Konza Technopolis, I've definitely had an interview with the team at Konza Technopolis. And last time also, I think last weekend, you also took us around. So many things have happened. And I know it's an area where there are so many great opportunities. And it's also a place I would encourage people to purchase their properties as well. LNN has a property at Konza from Hekalu. So these are things that I would want to see our audience participate in. But mine to you is to thank you for the amazing work you have done, you as Hekalu at Konza, and the pieces of great properties that you've had. I know we've sold out 2 projects, and right now we still have Penwell Gardens, which is definitely like 70% sold out. So I can't wait to see even it, you know, completely sell out so that we can be able to move to our next project. So congratulations for taking good care of my team as well. That is not something I take for granted. So
Thank you.
shukran
Thank you.
sana.
Thank you.
Yes.
If I might just say, you know, in Konza, that's an investment that everybody has to have, because you have Konza
Yes.
and then you have a farm.
Yes.
There's no way you're going to just have a farm and not have a house in the city.
Yes.
You know, where you can build and
Even
run
for our
around.
children,
Even
you
for
know?
your children, you know, you have to have a farm and then you have to have Also some plots where you can build a house in the
Yes.
near future for your children, and that's where Konza now gets in and does that for you.
Yes.
So you having this and then having that is an advantage to everybody.
Yes.
So I'm very happy that you've also been able to invest with us, and of course been able to work for you,
Yes.
put the fence, put the water, sell you land, and be in your show.
Yes.
You've done a lot for us.
Thank
And
you.
you are very grateful.
Me too,
Yes.
honestly. So shukran sana. I know the contact details are on the screen right now for anyone that would love to get hold of you. But guys, jokes aside, if you are in a position to own a piece of property at Konza, I'll be walking you through my beans journey. Like I'm intentionally coming to plant beans at my property in Konza,
Yes.
the one we got from you. Like I really want to take people through the journey and see how our beans are going to turn out.
Yes.
So that is something that I would ask you guys to watch. But for me today, it was really important to bring you this borehole conversation, and I hope you've learned a thing or two. And also all the people that were waiting for this episode, I hope we've really answered your questions, and I really want to take this opportunity to send you back to Alfred. We have seen all the boreholes that he has done at those properties that we are selling at Konza. So I know he's someone you can be able to trust. So if you are considering having a borehole at your place, please get in touch with him. The contact details are on the screen. And the people that have purchased Konza, I really do appreciate you. I don't take you for granted that we are on our third project and you guys are still purchasing from Hekalu Properties. So from me to you, a lot of love. And I really also do appreciate my team and my partner. Of course, you guys will see him with his goats, etc, etc. Yeah, hata ya tuambie kuweka mbuzi sasa, hata ya anaweka mbuzi na analima aje. Si ni ukweli? Yeah, so from me to you, thank you so much. Our next journey, we are going to have an agronomist because we are coming to test the soil now, and we are also going to get the advice on what we need to plant, because as Alfred said, soil testing is also equally important. So continue walking through this journey with us, and let's not forget our theme for 2026. We are reclaiming our identity through the soil. So watch out for our agronomist, and also watch out for my activities in Konza as we plant our beans, and also follow up the journey and see how that does as well. Sawa sawa. I really do appreciate you guys for the love that you've shown this concept, and sharing this journey with you has also been totally incredible. So sisi tunaenda kukula mbuzi sasa. As I mentioned in the introduction, we'll have some kambuzi because people have been here for almost a week working, and those are the farm moments you miss, where you all sit down, munakula kambuzi na mnaambia each other asanti. So here are some of the shots from that particular occasion. Sawa sawa. Bye bye.